Let's quickly look at what major economic events in the forex market. Okay, we have what GDP. Okay, in basic term, what can you say a GDP is? Okay, here it simply says gross domestic product. Okay, or produce. Okay, but in basic term, what does GDP simply mean? Okay, GDP is simply the amount of products, okay, a country is producing within its boundaries, okay, within its boundaries. Now, for instance, what are the products Nigerians are or Nigeria are known for? Nigeria is good with oil. Nigeria is good, is should have a very nice agricultural space. And there are other things Nigeria should be good in. Okay, those things, when we modify them and then try to export them to other countries, this is how we get high demand for our currency and then boost our what? Our economy. Okay, so and then in this same way, we still give jobs to what people by involving them in certain domestic products. Okay, in the production process, in the manufacturing process, in the packaging, in the export. And there are so many things we can do as Nigerians. And trust me, if Nigerian fasting up her seatbelt, we can take the global stage easily. Okay, because we have the numbers, we have the manpower, we have the skill, we have people that are doing well in diaspora that are Nigerians. Okay, we have all these things, but we don't value what we have. That's just the funny thing. Okay, so let's quickly look into this. GDP is the most comprehensive measure of a country's economic performance. Okay, it represents the total value of all goods and services produced within a country's boundary during a specific period. Okay, during a specific period. Let me take this off. Okay, during a specific period. All right. So a robust GDP growth rate indicates a thriving economy, attracting foreign investors and leading to a stronger currency. Okay. Like I said, if you have something that you are producing now, let's take a quick look at please mute yourself. Okay. So let's take a quick look at uh people that are actually involving in business. Okay, there are people manufacturing cars in Nigeria, like the Innocent Motors. Okay, there are people outside the country that are interested in buying the cars. Okay, and now if they come in or they want to purchase the car, they will have to purchase it what in naira. Okay, they have to purchase it in naira, and then what happens when you want to buy a car of $10,000, and let's say they are actually requesting for 100 units of the car, and then you multiply $10,000 times 100, then times the current exchange rate, then you see the amount of naira in demand for that particular country's economy. Okay, so now these are ways these are ways contribute in their economy. Okay, even football. Okay, if Nigerian can actually develop our football sector, our sports sector, we can host Olympics. Tourists, people who actually come into the country, we can even host World Cup. Do you know the amount of people that travel to go and watch World Cup? Do you know the amount of demand that comes in at airports? Do you know the amount of exchange that goes on in the airport during World Cup? Do you know what actually go? Nigeria is so rich. Okay, we have tourist attractive centers. We have states that people can. There are some places that the amount of people that are living there is just like it's not even up to 10% of the land mass. Okay, we have lands all over. Agriculture can thrive. But guess what? The people that are in charge or the people that are in power are there for their personal gains. And that way, a country cannot really thrive when the GDP of the country is in your pocket. Okay, so a robust GDP growth indicates a thriving economy, attracting foreign investors and leading to a stronger currency. On the other hand, a sluggish GDP growth may weaken the currency as it signals a less attractive investment destination. As it's just as simple. If your GDP is not growing, then it's falling. Okay, you cannot tell me that your GDP is ranging. No, if it's not going up, it's coming down. That's just the fact. Okay, so investors actually trade GDP also. Okay, now the simple way to trade GDP, if you see that the GDP of a country is not growing, what happens? You remove your money and put it in a country that has a good uptrending GDP. Okay, so interest rate decision. Okay, like we said yesterday, the people that moves the market, we remember we made mention of what? Central bank. Okay, this is where the central bank comes in. Okay, the interest rate decision, the central bank such as the Federal Reserve, European Central Bank, the Bank of Japan, the Bank of England set benchmark interest rates. Okay, this rate serves as tools to control inflation and influence economic growth. When a central bank raises interest rates, it makes borrowing more expensive, okay, which can lead to a reduced consumer spending and investment, okay. So, however, high interest rate also attracts foreign capital seeking better returns, driving up the demand for country's currency and potentially strengthening it. So now there are basic things that a country needs to do. Okay, there are basic things a country needs to do, and now these basic things will actually contribute towards the demand of a particular country. Okay, now there are some people now that they will be praying that God, please help me, I need money, I need money, but they are not doing anything with their time. Okay, instead of them to be here to learn how to trade, learn how to get a new skill, rather they are busy doing other things. But at the end of the day, you will see them in the front row praying that God, please help me. Okay, I know this is not in the Bible, but God will only help you when you are actually striving and trying to meet him at a particular point of need. Okay, so gone are the days where you hear that $1 billion fell down from up and entered my bedroom and I became a millionaire overnight. Okay, it doesn't happen. If not, I don't know. I don't think anybody will. Elon Musk will not be the richest person, because me too, I will pray, and then $1 billion will be in my room. Okay, I'm not saying prayer doesn't work, but praying without work is dead. Okay, if you are praying that God should help you and you're not working religiously to meet up God at your point of need, trust me, you keep on praying. And then the next thing you hear is my village people after my life. Okay, so you need to also do what? Continuously improve yourself. Okay, as a forex trader, you need to continuously improve. There's no rest. Okay, the market is active 24/5. That's the same way you should be active 24/5. In fact, 24/8. Okay, 24/8. Okay, where I got the extra day of the week, I don't know, but you should be active 24/8. Okay, I know there are times where you need to relax and stay off the market just to refresh yourself. It's understandable. Okay, but as a trader, you need to. There's no day. Let me shock you. On my two phones, yeah. If I scroll like this, the first thing I'll just tap is my MetaTrader 4. I've just opened it, knowingly or unknowingly. Like I'll just scroll. I'm looking for another app, but I'll open my MetaTrader 4 first before I'll say, what am I doing here? Then I'll go and look for. I will not go and look for the app I'm actually looking out for. Okay, so this is due to the consistency I've built over time, and I'm always available to take up opportunities that the market makes available. Okay, so now the central bank increases interest rates, and now when you increase interest rates, like I said, people are interested in high interest rates. Okay, now if Nigeria interest rate is actually high, let's say for instance the interest, let me even Google the interest rate of Nigeria CBN interest rate. I think they made adjustment, how many percent? 22%. Okay, interest rate by 200 basic points. Okay, they raised it just a couple of months ago. That was during March or so. Yeah, March 26th. March, they raised it from 22.75 to 24.75. What this simply means is that if you are investing 1 million naira, okay, 24.75% of 1 million naira, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many zeros are this? How many zeros? 3, 6. Okay. I didn't please just calculate it out for me. Okay, now it's 830, 84300. Okay, that is 24 points. No, it's not. Okay, minus this. Okay, that would be about 24,000. Okay, 240,700 and what? 50,000 naira. Okay, that's what you'll be getting as return on investment if you invest what? If you invest 1 million naira with this current what interest rate. Okay, and now if you borrow 1 million naira on the other end, you are going to pay 247,750 naira as interest on that borrowed money. Okay, so it's not good to be on the borrowing side when we have high interest rates. When you have low interest rates, consumer can spend the way they want, because what they are going to repay back what a lower amount of money. And then when you are investing in a high interest rate economy, you are going to make more profits compared to when you are borrowing from a high interest economy. I believe you understand what I just explained so far. Yeah, you just understand what I just explained so far. If you understand, just drop 111 in the chat section so I know you are following me. Okay, if you understand, just drop 111. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go. Okay, so the next one will be what? The non-farm payroll. Okay, the non-farm payroll, which is the very, very popular one. Okay, which is the very, very popular one, which is NFP. I know most of you must have heard about NFP. All right, the NFP, or the non-farm payroll, is a key employment report released by the US government every month. Okay, it measures the changes in the number of employed people, excluding farm workers and specific government employees. Robust job growth is indicate okay, robust job growth is indicative of a healthy economy. Healthy economy. Remember, recession is a weak or a dying economy. Okay, a robust job growth is an indicative of a healthy economy and can lead to a stronger dollar. Positive employment data in other countries can also impact their respective currencies similarly. Okay, so if people are having job, okay, if your neighbor is employed, all right, if your neighbor is not that kind of person that will tell you, okay, abeg bring me money, I never chop this money, okay, abeg hunger wan kill me. Okay, if you don't have beggars around you, okay, you will feel safe where you are. Okay, and one way not to have beggars is when people are actively doing something that is putting money in their pocket. Okay, if you notice, over the past 2 3 years, the begging rate has actually increased. Okay, and now funny enough, some people even do it with pride. Okay, they will ask you for, now it's not even urgent 2K anymore. Okay, people even have the mind to even tell you, boss, please, I've not really eaten since morning. There was one guy that even chatted me on Twitter. He told me that his phone actually spoiled, that he needs a new charger. And then me, out of compassion, I asked him how much is the charger. He told me 12,000. And I looked at myself, me, my own charger is never up to 12,000. I should move 12,000 from my own pocket and give you to go and buy charger. So people, you can see that it's very clear that people nowadays, they even beg with pride and confidence. You understand? And then when you don't do those things, you become their enemy. Okay, so I will even advise, do what you can do. If you cannot do it, tell them you cannot do it. You It will not give you job. Okay, so it's a straight bullet touching innocent people. Yeah, that's just the fact. Okay, so when people are employed, there's less crime. Okay, during that lockdown, people that are in Lagos, you must have been hearing about the 1 million, is it 1 million boys that be 1,000? 1 million boys. Yeah, that Portable went to go and cover himself, that is their organ. Okay, so that period, what was actually going on? Unemployment rate was high. People were not doing anything. So what happens when unemployment rate is high? Crime. Okay, crime. That's just the simple thing. And then when crime is high, insecurity. And then when insecurity is high, low GDP, because you cannot produce in a high insecure environment. Okay, because you'll be scared that your goods and services will be hijacked. Okay, I can still remember my dad used to tell me that in those days, that during the market square in the village, yeah, that you want to buy something, you just keep money. If you want, let's say you want to buy something in the market, you are just passing, and then you want to purchase something, and the person is not around. You will take that goods and then count the money equivalent of that thing you're buying, and then keep it. The owner will go and come back and still see his or her money there. Okay, why? Because people had things they were doing. They were going to farm, they were making profits. Okay, things were just moving smoothly. Okay, but nowadays people are just giving birth smoothly. Okay, that's just what is going on now, and there is no job to accommodate those people. Why? Because the economy is not in a state of what? Constant what? Improvement. Okay. He say it's not stealing, it's moving. All move now move. As long as you go come, you know, see them again. It don't disappear. All right. So inflation data. Okay. I'm supposed to be in a class now, but we thank God I'm here. All right. I'm supposed to have a mastery class. All right. So yeah, inflation data. Inflation measures the rate at which the general price level for goods and services rises over time. Central bank aim to keep inflation stable. Remember, inflation is being controlled by what? Central bank. Okay? Inflation is being controlled by central bank. I may ask you this question. Okay? So who controls the inflation of a particular country's economy? Is the central bank. All right. So typically around 2%, high inflation erodes the purchasing power of a country, of a currency, making goods and services more expensive. Okay. So now let's even see what is the inflation rate of Nigeria. So because we need to know all these things. Of Nigeria. Core inflation rate. The last modified one. Okay, this is 2020. Let's see. Let's see the most. Okay, this is CBN. This is CBN data. Okay, as of March, oh God, what's going on here? As of March 2024, the inflation rate for food item is at 40%. 40%. 40. Okay. As of April 2024, this is CBN's website. Okay, cbn.gov.ng. Okay, is accurate. Okay, so as of all item year on change, as of April, we had 33.69%. Okay, so it's very, very high. Anything above 2% is high. Okay, anything above 2% is what? High. Typically around 2%, inflation erodes the purchasing power of a currency, making goods and services more expensive. So something. Let's see. Can we go back in time? Can we go back to 2015? Hmm. They are, they are funny. I don't think we can go back. Okay, we can. Let's see data of 20. Just that it's going to really take us a long time to uh, check this data. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. This is 2003. Let's go 2003. Okay. Which year is this? Oh, this is 2004. Not correct. Okay, 2003. Inflation was at 21% as of December 2003. And now, currently, 2024, we are at 33.3%. So we made extra what? 10%. Okay. Who they drag size with egg. All right, so let's forge ahead. All right, so as a result, currency value may weaken. Okay, lower or devaluatory pressure may strengthen the currency as prices are relatively low compared to other countries. Okay, so trade balance, okay, and then central bank policy statement. Okay, so you can take your time and then read through this. Trade balance reflects the difference between country export and import. Okay, so they have to be balanced. Okay, a trade surplus occurs when a country export is more than its import. Okay, leading to increased demand for its currency and potentially strengthening it. Okay, so when a country exports more than it imports, it's actually good for the currency. Okay, because people are in high demand. Okay, so now if I'm even to check Nigerian trade balance, see what is. Okay, Nigerian stats. Oh, this is Q2 2004. Exports stood at 1%. Exports. Okay, you can see the total export was six thousand three five nine billion, and the total import was 5,036. So it's just a slight difference of 1 billion. Okay, just a slight difference of 1 billion. All right, which is not even, it's not even worth it. Okay, it's not even worth it. The margin should be wide. The margin should be very wide. Okay, so that we, and even in that import and even with this trade balance, the ones that our position will cipher, we collect, is still there. So still consider those ones. So we are still in loss. Okay, so the margin has to be very, very wide. Okay, so leading to an increase for its country and potentially strengthening it. Okay, a trade deficit occurs when a country import is more than it exports and may lead to a weaker currency. Okay, sincerely, if you are to look at things going on, if you go to the market now and look at the certain things that you see made in China, made in Japan, made in Croatia, made in this one, just use your own eyes to scan the ones that are made in Nigeria. Use your own eyes to scan the things that are made in Nigeria. Even the least car. Funny enough, yeah, let me shock you. Do you know that toothpick are being imported? As little as toothpick, they are imported. Okay. So even matches stick, I'm sure they should be imported too. Matches, lighter too will be imported. Okay, so it's really, really crazy. All right, those basic things that we need for our day-to-day activity should not be imported. Rather, they should be produced here in our country. Okay, there are certain things that should not be imported. Okay, they should be produced here because they are basic necessities. Okay, so central bank policy statement. Okay, central bank official statement and press conferences provide insight into the monetary policy and outlook of the economy. Traders closely analyze this statement for any hint about future interest rate decision or changes in monetary policy. Central bank communication can have significant effect on currency movement. These major economic events are closely monitored by traders and investors as they have the potential to cause significant market volatility. Understanding their implications in fundamental analysis can help traders make well-informed trading decisions and navigate the forex market with greater confidence. Okay, so there are certain things that central bank governor will say. That's why you see this man they used to call Powell, okay, Jeremy Powell. That man is a very respected man in the US economy. If he comes out today and says the US government is going to increase the interest rate by so and so percent, oh my God. You see the way market will scatter. You see the way spikes will just be flying everywhere. Okay, so he's a very, very important person. And now there are certain things, even in his tweets, he can tweet something that would shift market price movement. Okay, so there are important statements that come out from the central bank that affect the volatility of the country's economy. Okay, so that's where you have to just watch out for these things and then follow them closely. Okay, you can have a table where you track uh fundamental news events. Okay, you can have a table where you track inflation, where you track certain things, and then over time you become a master of your game. You have the confidence and say, okay, price is going to go up, even if like let price tumble, it will still go up. Why? Because you have the confidence in your data, and reason because you've seen all these things play out over and over again. That is where, and that is what will lead us into what? Technical analysis. Okay, technical analysis is the study of price movement on the chart. Okay. Jeremy Powell is the central bank man. Okay, the central bank man there. Okay, so is the Federal Reserve chairman. You know, the chairperson of the Federal Reserve. That's who that person is. Okay. Technical analysis is the study of the price movement on a chart of a particular forex currency pair on or other markets. Technical analysis is the method used by traders and investors to evaluate financial markets and make trading decisions based on historical price data and patterns. Okay, it involves studying charts, graphs, and various technical indicators to identify trend and potential price reversal and market patterns. The primary focus of technical analysis is on price movement and trading volume. Technical analysis believes that past price behavior and trading volume can provide valuable insights into future price movements. They assume that market trends and patterns tends to repeat over time due to human behavior and market psychology. Technical analysis also encompasses learning to analyze the market structure and find trend support and resistance level, chart patterns using technical indicator, Fibonacci analysis, and general learn to read ebbs and flow of the market. Okay, so all these things you are seeing here, okay, if I go back in time, now why you are going to buy this market here or why you are going to sell this market here is simply because you've seen what price bought here. Most likely, if price come back there and start reacting, it may most likely buy again. That's why I'm just looking at all these people that claim that they are ICT trader, that they don't use support and resistance. They are very, very funny. Okay, I feel they need a level of eye opening in the market. Okay, because if it's not a support or resistance level, it is not going to hold price. It's just as simple as that. If people are not demanding for a particular commodity at that level, price is not going to hold. Okay, so I don't see the reason why you fight what is already there and then you try to give it your own name and do your own thing. Okay, it's quite understandable that you choose to be a lone wolf, but it's not really appreciated that you try and make it seem as if what was there before you came in is not relevant. Okay, so thank you, Lord. So let's see. Let's see market structure and price action. Okay, so we have different type of trend. Thank you, Said. So we have different type of trend. Okay, we have different type of price action patterns and then stuff like that. Okay, so we can see here, market structure is the architectural blueprint. Okay, so even if you heard that Powell is actually going to speak sometime tomorrow, yeah, and then you want to buy a commodity, and then there's nothing like what the price chart. So let me hide. Let me hide. So now you come to the market, and now this is the way the chart is. Okay. The next thing you hear is Powell is speaking, buy gold. My brother, where are you going to buy from when you're just seeing a blank chart this way? Okay. So now what makes up the technical analysis is the candlesticks and the way they form. Okay. It's basically the architectural format of the market. Okay. If you're not, if the market is not well structured or if it's not well technical, let me show you how it's going to look like. NGN USD. This is the way it's going to look like. Okay, if the market is not well structured, if you don't have a nice architectural blueprint, this is the way your price chart is going to look like. You can just see price move from here, boom, all of a sudden you see prices here. Okay, so the Nigerian Naira price chart is a clear example of no technical analysis. Okay, people are not really trading this pair. Okay, people are not actively trading this pair on this particular brokerage platform. Okay, so I think someone asked the question. So does that mean that you combine SMC with support and resistance in your analysis? I don't trade SMC, I trade price action. Okay, I trade price action. So I just do regular support and resistance, and then I watch out for candlestick confirmations and then volume. Okay, once the market is in a section, most likely it's going to move, yeah. So I just want to join that movement. That's what I'm actually interested in. Okay, so that's the only way you can make money. All right, the whole goal here is to make money. Let's not deceive ourselves. All right, and the only way you can make money in the market is by positioning yourself with the flow of the market. Okay, so that is it. If you don't join this meeting, okay. No. Man, all right, so let's continue. Let's forge ahead. So where did we stop? I think we'll have to join again for the last section for today, and then we call it a day. Okay, so let's see our beginner's guide. We've already entered day 3 already. Okay, so let's see if we can touch one or two topics from day 3, and then we'll leave day 3 to have majorly we'll just have discussion on markets, on risk management, discipline, trading journal, money management, okay, which is very, very important. And then I'll show you guys my strategy. We'll do more of chat work. Then we'll do market analysis for Monday, okay, because the market is going to open on Monday. We'll do our pre-analysis tomorrow. So let's see if we can wrap up this topic here today. If we can finish all this today, then we'll have enough time to do analysis and then celebrate together tomorrow. Okay, so yeah. Market structure is like the architectural blueprint of the forex market. It represents the arrangement and organization of price movement. Okay, remember, it represents what? The arrangement and organization of price movement on the chart. The Nigerian Naira chart is not arranged, neither is it organized. Okay, so it can be clearly stated that what? The Nigerian Naira price chart has no market structure. Okay, so if you are seeing any price chart that is not well organized, is not well arranged, it can clearly be seen that what? Price is not in a structure. There's no structure for price. Okay, tomorrow you can come today and then they'll tell you the price of commodity A is 1,000. Tomorrow you come and then they'll tell you it's 2,000, and then you ask why. The next thing you hear in a dollar. Okay, so that way you can't have a structure. Okay, when the fluctuation of price is so rapid and so volatile, you don't have a structure. Okay, so just like a skilled architect designing a building with pillars and beams, market structure shows us the key support and resistance level that holds the market together. Okay, so support and resistance levels are those levels in the price chart that holds price from pushing further down or pushing further up. Okay. Now you come to a store today to buy a particular goods, and then they tell you it's 1,000 naira. You come tomorrow, and then they tell you it's still 1,000 naira. You come next tomorrow, they tell you it's still 1,000 naira. What does that really mean to you? That particular price level is holding on based on the value of that commodity. Okay, if you are buying Coke now, you buy Coke, a bottle of Coke or a plastic Coke now is 400 by the grace of God. Now, few months ago, this plastic Coke was at a rate of 150. Okay, now 150 held Coke price for years. Okay, there are sometimes we even met Coke at 15 naira. Okay, that price actually held for years. Okay, and then when we had our Balablu, our Bulaba, he actually moved the price of Coke, a plastic Coke, yeah, that we buy and hold up. He moved the price of Coke from 150, 200 to about 400 and 400 naira now. Okay, so now the previous support now is no longer a support. It doesn't hold on to price. If you carry 150 and meet somebody in the traffic saying I want to buy Coke, let's say if he give you blow for eye. All right, so what that simply means is that 150 can no longer support the purchasing power of a bottle of Coke. Neither can it make a down payment for a roasted corn. Okay, so what you need to have now to make a down payment for a roasted corn or for a bottle of Coke is 400 naira. So now 400 naira becomes the new support for a bottle of Coke. That is the same way it is in the forex market. If you want to buy naira against the dollar now, and you are coming with Buhari rate at 700 naira or 400 or 600 naira per dollar, if you go to the bank, they can declare you a mad person and then tie you. Okay, why? Because 700 naira cannot support the purchasing power of a dollar today. Okay, that is just what support and resistance simply means. Okay, now resistance simply means if the price of that goods drop and then you bring let's say for instance now the price of what has dropped in Nigeria in the past few, nothing has dropped. Okay, the only thing that has dropped is that this call is going to end in the next few minutes. So I'm going to refresh the link and then send again to the group, which you are going to join for the last time tonight before we call it a day. Okay, so I'll see you guys shortly. Yeah, so let me quickly refresh the link and then we join again.